Good evening, everyone. I'm Veronica Corningstone. Patty Hartman, did I say this correctly? Patty Hartman is a member. Patty Hartman, I hope that you brought your questions tonight because Patty Hartman always has Scientology questions for me, and I'm here for it. Guys, I wasn't going to come back, and then I thought, I'm going to come back. I love you, Rain. That's amazing. Hey, Deborah Ricci. Jason P., I'm always happy to see you, brother. Mods, thank you for being here. Hey, Kestrel, who else is here? Anna Banana. That's probably it. Looks like that's it. It's the five of us tonight, and that's perfectly okay with me. Sometimes it's important to keep it small. Oh my God, I forgot to get tiny Jesuses out of my purse. You guys just reminded me. Hey, Buffy. That's right. I stole a tiny Jesus. You can call the police. I don't really care. Who else is here? Just Jen. Liz Tricks Pepperoni Nips. Hey, babe. Hey, Heather Landau. Aspire to Inspire. Marissa Martin. Carrie Wilson. HC from LBC is back. Christy Lynn Wilson. Not related to Carrie Wilson. It's not the Wilson sisters. Isn't that a band? Starlina. Wanda Parks. Thank you, Wanda. Hey, Lisa Vining. Joe Virus is here. C-Dub is back. The number just doubled, Rain. It usually does. We're not being conceited, but we are kind of a big deal, guys. We're kind of a big deal to both sides of the teams, right? Both sides love us. They love us. They hate to love us. They love to hate us. I'm not sure. I'm starting to feel tired again. It could be a fun evening. Just as I am's here. Did I say hi to Iwa or did I say that in my head? Thank you, Deborah Ricci. Could be Carrie Wilson. Hey, Susie, Lady O. Thank you, babe. Gemini girl, Cliff Ann. I love that, Joe. Thanks for telling us. Lori Ellingson, Wilson Phillips. That's it. That's it. Laker Dog, welcome. Lori Lee. Thank you, Lori Lee. Rue, I haven't seen you in a long time, babe. It's good to see you. Hey, Kim Leanne. Thank you. You know, I've never seen Pretty in Pink. Never seen that movie. I should see that movie probably. Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. Jan is here. No. Kestrel, no. I don't think so. Let's hope not. Hey, Martin, let's hope not. It can get loosey-goosey over here real fast. It can get real silly real quickly. Hey, Heather Carr. Guys, I wasn't going to do anything. I wasn't going to come back tonight, and it's going to storm. Laura DePreet, Mary Barron. So I picked up some pizza when I left and met Huxley, and we ate dinner together. And I think I'm still going to take him out tomorrow. I know I am. We're going to go out and do whatever he wants to do. I said, what do you want to do, son? Anything you want. And we're going to go. He likes to vintage shop. What the heck? What are you doing over there? Good Lord, Gloria, your little pawpaws are all kinds of wet. He likes to go vintage shopping. So we're going to do that. And we're just going to get out and about and do whatever he wants to do. Oh, unbelievable, really, truly, unbelievable. Gloria, what are you? Oh, really dainty and all kinds of whatnot. Joy Forbes is camping. That sounds horrible. Hey, Critters Recreations. I need to make amends to the cult of Reese for my absence. Thank you for pointing that out. We weren't going to say anything. We try to be nice over here. It often doesn't happen. Rhonda McNeil, have fun doing that, girl. Have fun doing it. Interesting, Lady O. Hey, Renee B. Thank you, Renee B. I think Judy has a great store. Does she not? She really does. She has some good stuff in that store. And I like to support. The only thing I would say is I wish that they had an online store like Lady Co did. I don't understand that. I don't know why we don't have an online situation. Hey, Audrey. As you know, I posted in the Facebook group and I said, what do you guys want to talk about? Holly Day. I know it's a great store. Holly Day, did you get that jacket that you ordered from there? You never mentioned it. And I've never worn the one that I bought, honestly. Donna Cooper, welcome. What was I just about to say before I talked to Holly Day? Oh, I know. You guys said in the Facebook group that you wanted to have a Friday night chat. Okay, good, Holiday. My contact lenses are drying out. That you wanted to have a Friday night chat and possibly about dates, dating, but then the other half of you wanted to talk about Scientology. And I thought, you know what we could do? Oh, good. It's very stretchy, Holiday. Yes, I love it. It's super cute. Um, I thought we could do just like a recap, right? A recap of this crazy week. We could discuss the Scientology. We've been through a lot this week, have we not? Like we've touched on a lot. Hey, Franklin. Okay, Lori Lee. Let's look it up. Lori Lee says something about a bad first date. Honestly, guys, I don't really have any first date. I don't Kestrel, we could talk about flaps tonight. It is Friday. Cool picture, Joe Virus. I don't really have any first date like stories. Not really. I don't often date men who are classy enough to take me out on dates lately. I need to go back to my roots. What are my roots? Let's see. Lori Lee. Okay, so Lori Lee says, my friend and I went on a double date with two guys, and they took us to the movie, and we were supposed to go out to eat afterward. After the movie, they stopped at a gas station. My friend went in with them and I stayed in the car. She came out mad saying that they bought a 12 pack of beer and they wanted to drive around to drink it. And they bought a package of beef jerky for us to share. This was our dinner. She got in the back seat with me and made them sit up front. I don't know if I can finish this story. Joe, the picture you posted of yourself in the pool. Hey, Elena Rainerman. This is the worst story. Hey, Rhonda Frank. Maisie Shiloh. Maisie, you're hilarious. Like I'm triggered already by the beef jerky. Oh, I'm really bothered by beef. Oh, really? As you say. Oh my God. Oh, we're about to Pepe Le Pew it. All right. Hey, Lisa Vining, let me finish the story. I suggested we go to my house, which is they were pretty excited about. And as soon as we got there, my friend and I got out of the car and they said, we're going to get something to and said, we're going to get something to eat. They asked us if we wanted them to take us, and we said no thanks and jumped in my car and left them standing in the driveway. Yeah, that takes the cake. That's a horrible story. Hey, DP in Tennessee, Ghost Rider, Fitty Paws. It's a lot. We're about to Pepe Le Pew it. Oh my God. Oh, it's a lot. Oh, I wish I could kiss you, but I'm going to get lipstick all over you because I put lip gloss on top of this. That's a horrible story. Jamie Palmer, did I say hi to you? Steal a tiny Jesus, put it in. Do you realize that my stealing those little Jesuses today that's probably going to be all over the internet? Lori Lee, thank you for sharing that horrible story. The worst part to me about that story was the beef jerky. Anybody that eats beef jerky around me, I will get angry fast. Who gets triggered by smells? Yeah, Elena, it does. Who gets triggered by smells? I can't handle I love that, my Danish friend. I can't hang. Not with smells and not with certain sounds, like loud sounds I get really bothered by. But seriously, like I feel bad. I stole a tiny Jesus, Rain. I stole two of them. Look, I don't know that you would call that theft, okay? I get triggered by smells. Huxley knows, like he's a little protein man, and I have to get his list of protein that he always requests from Costco. And he knows, like, eat this in the kitchen, don't eat it in the car with me. He gets like beef sticks, he eats like a lot of meat. He always wants meat. I get those at Costco, those packs of chicken they're like chicken strips. Now that doesn't have a smell really, but he gets these beef sticks from Costco. And then he eats hard-boiled eggs, and like he's just always eating, like he's a healthy eater. Huxley is super health conscious, but you got to eat that stuff in the kitchen. I can't be around it. Look, hey, Dark Rose Siren, I'm not going to admit that I stole the Jesus, okay? I'm not so sure that he was stolen. I think he wanted me to take him. I mean, can we get a vote on this? I feel like, hold on, my contact. Oh, so like really dried out. I feel like those were there for the taking. And it was two of them, and they were a pair. And I feel like they were bonded. They were a bonded pair. Do you not feel that way? I think they were bonded. Julia's here. Julia 2005 is in here. We love Julia. Hey, Julia. Reese, you didn't steal baby Jesus, you found him, and they were meant for you. This is why I just say, thank you, son. This is why I just stay over here on my channel, because everybody just validates me and says that I'm doing the right thing, even when I'm not. You think I'm not aware of that? I am. Riley's human. Steal two tiny Jesus, put them in your pocket. Blee, 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 blee. That is why Huxley is very lean. Huxley works out. He counts his macros. He drinks protein shakes. He eats his protein. He loves yogurt. Like, that's what he eats. His routine is like hard-boiled eggs, beef sticks, chicken, yogurt, cheese. Like, the kid is really on track with his health. It almost motivates me to want to do something with my life, but not quite. What an interesting, hey, Brooklyn Pencil. What a fascinating question. Hey, Lumen. Katie Hatton, finders keepers. It was a sign, girl. It was a sign from the Lord above. Can we get some, I've changed, Kathy Ann and I came up with a word today. Kid, you know how she's emotional support potato. Now I'm calling her an emotional support spud. And when she cuddles us, we're going to call it spuddles. Is that the cutest thing you've ever heard? Because it is for me. Mindy Doolin. Kid, I have lip gloss on. Please don't touch me with your tail. Hey, Tiffinisms. Susie SP Squirrel. Welcome, girl. Thanks, Rhonda Frank. What an interesting thought. Are most Scientologists thin and have a proper diet? No. No, not at all. Most Scientologists are, I should say that, put it this way. Most staff Scientologists are very poor. And no, Spuddles, Liz Tricks, Spuddles. Most staff Scientologists are poor. They don't have a lot of money. They're not paid a lot. They work all day. They don't get money. No, most Scientologists eat a lot of like fast food. They're always eating really fast. Now, there were a couple. I can think of my friend Arla, for instance, who was extremely health conscious, and she was a runner, and she was the Purify C in charge for a long time. This is hilarious, by the way. So no, the answer to that is no. There are a few that I would say are health conscious, but 90% of the Scientologists I know are overweight, don't care about their health because they're too busy saving planet Earth. They don't have time to go out to eat. They don't have time to make their own food. They just go run and stuff their face with something. Hey, Aileen. Don Clark, I'm not so sure that I'm going to admit that was theft of a tiny Jesus. Debbie Zito, I think he was there for me. Honestly, I think it was an after Easter gift. I think he said, kissed by the Lord. Patty, I wanted to say you're the best. Dang, Patty, that's very kind of you, girl, but keep going. I now use Paula's Choice products, eat Blue Diamond Sriracha almonds, Billy products, and learning about Scientology. This was a post in the Facebook group today, and I did not make this post. I would never have made this post. I think it's funny. I just wouldn't have done it. Thank you, Patty, and I love you. Somebody said, what have people bought because of Reese? And let's just put it this way. The cult has really, yeah, that's right, Martin. They live off of pure faith. What did people say? I don't know if I can find the post. Take a tiny Jesus. Fitzgerald said, here's my tiny Jesus. He lives in my glove box. Blee, 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 blee. I don't know where that post is, but oh, here it is. I just want to apologize. Hey, Twinettes. I don't know what that means, Rue, but it sounds interesting. What have people bought because of Reese? Let's see. Paula's Choice, Lip Stain, Trini London. I'm reading different posts here. Gushers, baked goods, truffle cheese, and a bidet. Reese needs to get all these people to sponsor her. I do second that. Hey, Sherry Taylor. Someone wrote BOB because my picker is bad. And then someone said, I don't understand. What is BOB? I'm guessing it's the same thing I have. Kellyanne. She treats me well. Um, our battery operated friends, or mine's a plug-in. Let's see. Rain says lip stain, Ladyco sweaters, everything bagel seasoning, clearly Canadian. I think that's all. Rain, I'm sure there's more to it. Hey, Mama Smurf. You've got to be kidding. Hey, Anita. On a first date, I had the guy ask me to wear his dead wife's perfume. That was the last date. I'm sorry, I know that. I'm incredibly uncomfortable with that, and I'm sorry that happened to you. Amika, for sure. Renee B's emptied out her pocketbook because of me. Lots of stuff from Sephora, a few accessories, yellow and pink sneakers. And she put 2 pair because WWRD. What would Reese do is my new shopping mantra. I'm honored. Tiffinism's got truffle cheese. Jamie Palmer, clearly Canadian. Angie Moe, lip stains, lip stains, lip stains. Did I mention lip stains? Haven't bought belts in years, but got 2 recently to pair with dresses. Still need to get some dresses. Vintage clothing, Moroccan oil, dry shampoo. I forgot to bring that in here. Right now, Moroccan oil is doing the larger bottles of dry shampoo. Hey, Miss Mary, 45% more in it at the exact same price as the regular bottle. You guys need to know that because they did this years ago. Laura Dupree got stuff from Ladyco. That's right. They did this years ago, and I haven't seen them do it since. Anybody, if Martha Slummer's in here, anybody who's a Moroccan oil dry shampoo person, look, I'm really into that dry shampoo because it's for light tones or dark tones. Okay. So, like, it makes my hair more blonde when I spray it on my hair. Right now, it's like $28, like the normal price. However, it's a much bigger bottle. They don't always do this. I haven't seen them do this for years. And I remember when I bought it years ago, I was like, I should have bought more. It's a much bigger bottle, but they're doing it at the same price. So you might want to consider that. I know that's going to come and go. Like, they won't have it forever. Yeah, that's terrifying. The perfume man story is really scary. I have a pack of 24 tiny Jesuses in my Amazon cart because of you. And I sing the song all the time. Maybe I should get some. Maybe we should all get some. I would buy some tiny Jesus. I would pay it forward. Look, I stole 2 today. Yes, I did. Fine. You want to call it stealing? Fine. Okay. I stole 2 of them today. They're in my purse. I got to get them out so that we have friends for our friend here. That's cute. Thank you for being a member. And I think you're onto something, Shelly Kelly. I think we should all maybe get some tiny Jesuses. How weird would we look, though, like going out in public and being like, hello, hi, and like looking all normal and then pulling these out of your purse and being like, happy Monday, and just like walking away. I think it would deter me from getting dates or the wrong kind of dates. Like, I feel like I would probably get someone that, BTK, like BTK style. Yeah, you did, Buffy. Something like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like I would get the wrong kind of fella, if you know what I mean. Although I've always said this, I have a crush on, what's his name? The tall guy. Who's the tall serial killer? He's like 7 feet tall. Help me. I can't think of his name. I still can't think of his name. Somebody give it to me. I haven't had enough sleep. Hey, Molly Moon. Yes. And I wish that I could have gone to that. No, not Bundy. Ed Kemper. Yes, not Bundy. Jedi Mormon. I have a crush on Reese. Okay, well, say it louder because I'm into it. Hey, Donald, did you see? I like how Lady O put Mr. Kemper. Fancy Lady O. He is in prison. I don't think we have to call him Mr. I don't think he would care either way, honestly. Can I go visit him? Is that something like, honestly, we could do? Because I would go, can you? Like, can I go talk to the BTK killer? Riley's Human. I didn't steal it. Okay. It was in a potted plant on public grounds. Okay. It was just there waving at me and it was smiling. And there was a pair. They were a pair and it was 2 of them. and that would equal a pair, right? And they go together. They're a bonded pair. So I swiped them, I threw them in my purse, and I never thought twice about it. As a matter of fact, I didn't think about it again because they're still in my purse. Did you see that Sterling was in Clearwater for the Mike Rinder celebration? Look, if I'd have known about that and I could have gotten an invite, I would have loved to have gone. I think it would have been weird for me to go because I didn't know Mike Rinder, but I wish I could have gone to that celebration and said hi and met people because that would have been special for me. And I'd love to have seen Sterling. I love Sterling. Back to the it is different. Riley's human. It's definitely one way to live your life, not necessarily for everyone to be going around stealing tiny Jesuses. To visit, you need to contact the inmate and put you on the visitors list. Yeah, but can you just visit Ed Kemper? Like, is he just in anybody? I don't think so. What if we send him my picture and a bra? Could I get on the list? You do not want to talk to the BTK killer. I know his daughter. She's still struggling with the mind. I'm sure she is, Kestrel. I'm just trying to Clarice Starling it a little bit. Like, I think it'd be interesting. Can I stream it? Like, I think that would be rather fascinating. No crims. Oh, yeah. Already forgot. Yes, BTK killer is Dennis Rader. You are correct. Joe Virus. You can't in the beginning, but you can write letters. Could I write a letter to Ed Kemper? Oh my God. I'm turned on just thinking about it, but I don't even know what he looks like. I have in my mind, hey, Stacy and Fishers, I'm attracted, Muffet Lou, I'm attracted to the Ed Kemper in the show I like, Mindhunter. That's the guy I'm attracted to. That's not even him. That's the guy that plays him. Hey, Show Roberts, you may not want to stick around. No crims, no crims, no crims. Okay, so no crims is what you guys are saying. I think if you're going to do it, you should go big, though. Like, if you are going to date a crim, date one that's 7 feet tall that decapitated people. No. I get it. I'll stay single forever. It's best to stay single. I clearly don't have good ability. I'm not good at choosing. It's a little creepy, Muffet Lou. It's definitely got a creep vibe. No more crims. Okay. Which one, Joe? Read what he did and how he did it. I know what he did. BTK probably won't write back, but Ed might if it's really interesting. What if I wrote to Ed Kemper and Dennis Rader and all the other guys, and I just wrote my story to him? And I said, hey, you're a serial killer. I'm an ex-Scientologist. It's synergy. Basically the same thing. I mean, I don't see a difference. Do you? I don't, frankly. I think that we're both incredibly twisty in a good way. And I think that we could share letters. Sometimes I get lonely. Hey, Ty's channel. I've never seen a tiny Jesus in the wild, but I do come across tiny dinosaurs. I wonder why. Do you ever steal them? Because I would feel better if you said yes. What? Wait, hold on. Sorry, that is so creepy, but my son actually wrote Ed Kemper during his SK. What is SK? A serial killer phase as a teen? Trust me, I lost it. Wait. Did you lose it because he wrote back? Did he write back? Lady O, you totally left a big part of this message out. Did the dude write back? Oh, I don't know. He's 76. I write letters, but I make choice. Not everyone locked up is a bad person. Serial killers are, though. Let's be honest. I get what you're saying, but most of them probably are. Like serial killers. Yeah. Diana H, no crims. No crims, guys. No crims, I promise. I actually have been wanting to date a cop, but you said no to that too. Oh, he didn't write back. Okay, but he didn't write back. So what rocked your world about that? He didn't write. Rain virus steals tiny dinosaurs. Okay, then everything's right in this world. Okay, everything's fine. It's perfectly okay. Like if rain virus is a tiny little dainty baby fawn, out in the woods. If she is stealing tiny dinosaurs, I can take tiny Jesus, guys. Okay. It's fair. They cancel each other out. What does this mean? Hey, Adele, hold on. Writing letters to serial killers will get public attention. They are not private. What do I care? All I get is public attention. I get all the bad public attention, whether it's true or not. What difference does that make? Holy shit. What do I care if I get public attention for writing to a serial killer? People call me a serial killer. Are you kidding? What could possibly go worse in the world right now, in the world of Reese Quabell? No joke. What could go worse? I'm asking you. I'm being serious. Like, people are absolutely nutty birds out there. They're nutty birds. People who have never met me are saying the craziest shit you've ever heard. Reese, why no cop? My son is one. He's a good guy. I would love to date a cop, but everybody's telling me not to do it. Date a female cop. I'm not ready to switch yet, Rue, but I will keep you in the Rolodex. What are jellycats? That's an interesting question, Renee B. That's out of nowhere and very off topic, but I'm happy to answer it. Jellycats are these things. That's what Armine sent me. These are jellycats. They're just fun little sillies. And Armine's not with us in here because she fell asleep, as she should. That is so cute. How cute would it be if you and the serial killer did live streams together? It would be called Cuties and Killers. We're going to take a lot of heat for that, Brooklyn Pencil, but I like it. And I stand by you on that. You didn't steal baby Jesus. You were meant to find them. It was just the stones with words of inspiration written on them left for people to find. That's what I'm saying, Vicky. I think you're totally right. 100%. Tony Scooter. I see just Julia 2005. My Bible, hey, Abigail. No, Abigail, you don't. It's never important enough to go back. Margie Barr, kid. My Bible study group passed out tiny baby Jesuses for us to leave for people to find. See, I didn't steal baby Jesus. I didn't steal him. He's a trio. And this guy's lonely. And so therefore, we're going to give him 2 people and it will be 3, right? See what I'm saying? I am so fascinated. I had no intentions. I just got a text. I won't read who it's from. She wrote, "You do you, babe. Climb that creme like a tree." I love that woman. That is hilarious. And I would, honestly, 7 feet tall. I don't know about you guys. Tammy, I don't know about you guys, but there's something about a tall guy that I just can't. I get weak about it. Why are people losing their minds again? Sophia, who's losing their mind again? I thought they were already lost. I thought the minds were lost. It is not, Abigail. It is not. Kid, we're not going to do this in and out game, girl. We're not going to do it. See you later. Take a tiny Jesus, blee, 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 dee, 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 dee. It's the Holy Trinity. That's right. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Who's losing their mind now, Sophia? No joke. People really, like, I can't imagine. Hey, December. The rumors are so wild out there about me. I can't imagine anything worse anyway. I almost want to double down and write to serial killers if that just makes things even more spicy. Honestly, I mean, what could go wrong? I ask you. There's a lot of craziness going on out there, and I thought we would do a little bit of a weekly recap. I really, really like, and by the way, guys, no one is sending me. I've only gotten a few people. If you want me to do mean comment Monday, I need you to send me the comments. Okay. I need to read them about myself. There was one that was so funny and I need to go back and look for it. Oh my God. I wonder if I could find it real quick. It's just too good. It was the one about the cough drop. Who can send that to me real quick? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it that fast, but I would sure like to. Bleep, 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 bleep. Yeah, I don't know where it is. I wish I knew. I wish one of you would send it to me because a couple people sent it to me. Um, Jedi Mormon, interesting. Yeah, so I thought we would do a little bit of a recap. And then if Patty Hartman is still in here and Renee B, they always have Scientology questions. Please ask your Scientology questions before this meeting comes to a close. Tammy Kennelly from Canada. Hey, babe. Well, Abigail, I'm happy for you. It sounds like you're having a good time. I hear that, Sophia. Reese, this is the Michael Malloy show. What does that mean? You have another account, Michael Malloy, and you're just known as Jedi Mormon? Do you know that I was talking to someone about that today? I don't have another YouTube account. I feel like I should set one up just so I can go incognito and go into other people's chats. So I can go, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I think that would be fun. What should we call me so that no one knows who I am? Hey, love and life. I know you're only joking around about the serial killer shit, but seriously, a lot could go wrong endangering you. Hugs your friends who people watch your streams a lot. I disagree with you, Joe, and I appreciate that, but a lot goes wrong behind the scenes that you have no idea about. That's just made up shit anyway that people do. Hey, Jen Pookie. So anything I say here is mild, my friend, compared to what goes on. Okay, Michael Malloy, I get it now. I get it now. That's a brilliant idea. Bjorn, that's a good idea. What's a nice undercover name? Bjorn is pretty good. I thought about that. This is not relatable, Reese. What if I just do that? That could be fun. What if I did that? I think I should. Is it easy to thank you, love and life. Is it easy to set up a tiny Jesus? Is it easy to set up another YouTube? Like, how does that work with my account? Is it a separate account? Like, is it going to think it's me? Geezer Lover 69. I like that, Meg. I like that a lot, actually. I wonder if people would know. That's kind of a dead giveaway, though. I feel like people would know it was me. You reading the mean comments was hilarious. Thank you, Rue. I enjoyed it a lot, and I want to do it again. Hey, Ellie J, we're going to make that a weekly segment. Mean Comment Monday. Thank you for your super chat, babe. Flying Flaps, too much of a dead giveaway. No way. They would know it was me. Easy as hell. Can we call myself that? Because I kind of like it. Lowercase Reese. You have to get another email. Oh, you have to have a whole other email. Oh, I don't want to do that. No, that's too much. Yeah, Sherry Taylor. Apparently, you have to have a separate email. Handheld Jesus. Interesting. I kind of like. I kind of like one that says not relatable race. Start a new Gmail account first and set up a YouTube account. God, it would be kind of fun though to go into people's channels and chat with people and be like, "Hey, I'm new here." You know, people do that shit all the time. You think I don't like? I'm sure people do that. I've heard people do that. Let's put it that way. That would be crazy. Could I sneak around and do that? I don't have that kind of time, and I don't go into other people's. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. No velvet rope required. Actually, kind of like that. Club Reese. That would be good. How about something like Clap Riddled Reese? Then people wouldn't know if it was really me, though. What if I did something like Sad Fishing Clap Riddled Reese? Could I call it that? Is there like only a certain amount? Reject kindly. Three-time dry begging Reese. Yeah, I like that. I'm sure there's several in here. Unrelatable Reese. Yeah, it's kind of been there, done that though. The bearded clam, sugar mama. I like that. I like that. Anti Reese, grifter queen. That's kind of nice. Grifter queen, but you'd have to add to it. That's not enough. Like I kind of like what our friend says on the other channel. Dry begging, sad fishing, clap ridden, riddled. Is that too many characters? How many characters can you have it? The Gouda triangle pouch. That's pretty good, Yadira. Hey, Trixie. Reese has started. She's stealing baby Jesuses and writing to serial killers. Well, sometimes when you're single, you just that's hey, Michael Malloy show. You're back. Hey, Tracy Murphy. What are you doing awake, Armine? Hey, little mink. How about yeah, just not Reese? Like, wouldn't that be kind of funny to create a title that says like the glitter flapper? Want a piece of Reese? Come get some. Um, I kind of like the idea of doing this, like having a handle that says two flaps or four. I kind of like not relatable Reese, like Reese, but not the grifter. I think we should do it. I think we should do it. And then you guys will see me just sneaking around and you'll be like, is that really her? I don't know. Someone's going to create that title now and it won't be me. And that'll suck. And you guys will think it's me. Melted Reese, tickle my taint. A boy named Bjorn. Speaking of that, Friday night. It sounds like a good time. I used to have a lot of sex on Friday nights. And speaking of dry begging, she is as dry as a bucket of sand. Yeah. Rejectable Reese. Baby Angel. Unpredictable Reese. That's a little wild. I think we need to make it more like hateable, right, Abigail? Because I'm so hated. Marisa, not Reese. Fupa Troopa. Oh my God. Oh shit. Tiffinisms. That might be my favorite. Yeah, definitely not Reese. That would be a good one. Yeah, Monkey Shark, I agree with that. If Jesus loves us all and is for all of us, then can you really steal Jesus? No, you can't. He was there for me. I like Fupa Troopa. Honestly, that's pretty good. Fupa Troopa. That's a missed opportunity. That makes me want to be a cop. How long? Patty has a real question, everybody. Cool it. My checks don't bounce. Bogus checks. That's actually what it was. I may record you. I like that too. It was actually the actual record. Her record is for writing bogus checks. That's what it says on the record. Bogus checks. So it's not bounce checks, which is the same thing, right? But as we all know, unfortunately, those were lost in a windstorm, and that happens all the time, right? Patty has a real question. Oh, we're rolling now. How long were your bio dad and mom married? Receipt bringer. The Fupa Chalupa. Everybody would know that was me. Was your dad in Scientology when he met your mom? I'm sure it was hard to believe in Scientology. Great questions, Patty. So first of all, how long were they married? 12 years. Second question answer there. Was your dad in Scientology when he met your mom? Yes, he got her into Scientology. I'm sure it was hard to believe in Scientology since she was raised Catholic. That's a good question. And I'm going to have to ask her that when I see her tomorrow. Like, what were your thoughts on that? I know her family hated him because of that. My mom had a very strong Catholic family, and my mom had a lot of siblings. And I'm sure Scientology was not on the list, right? And plus, he was a dick anyway. Nobody liked him ever. Tornado fraud. It does get really windy in Tornado Valley, and I get that. I'm sure that checks just blow around all the time there, and that's probably the case. But bogus checks? Stop it. Stop it. You guys are going to get me to do it. Don't do it. Hey, Kim is Blue. Real fake Reese. What about Lord Farquaad? No joke. Take a look at that. I couldn't tell them apart. Stop it, Armine. You're tired. It's the middle of the night there, and you're just going to get us going. Digital panhandler. People would know. People would totally know right away. Not the gumdrop buttons. Yeah. Yeah. Lord Farquaad. That'll really give it away. The bug tussle babe. Although somebody probably already has that hand. Reese cycled. Culture Club Reese. Hey, Robin. I mean it, guys. It's Friday and we're going to do Mean Comment Monday. I can't do all the work myself. Can some of you please, Sophia, can some of you please screenshot and send me the mean comments that you find? You mean the man who threatened a woman's life when she wanted to protect her kids is a dick? Nah, I know, baby angel. It's hard to imagine. Reese's in pieces. Yeah, it's pretty good love in life. That's horrible. DOA loves rainbows, and I'm sorry to hear that. A Bjorn named Reese. Pepperoni nips. How long can the handle be? I guess look at DOA loves rainbows. Oh, it can be long. Look at Heather. I'm your Huckleberry Landau. Okay, so we can get creative with this. And I think we should. Spuddles? No way, Liz. People would know it was me. Can I come up with like a few handles? Can I come up with different ones? TRC, the Reese cult. Girl overboard. Ham wallet. Ham wallet Reese. I kind of like one that says something like Reese, but not the one that everybody hates. Big booty grifter. That's a fact too. It's a big ass. I have a big ass. Definitely a big ass. I don't know what to tell you about that, Renee B. Not that Reese. Yeah, not the hated Reese. Hateable yet unrelatable. Yeah, definitely that. What was I going to talk about though? There was something specific. I love our people. Off-brand Reese. Lumen. Yeah, baby angel. I love. If we keep shrinking, we don't grow and it just stays these people. I'm totally fine with it. You guys, I'm not giving away who it was, Armine. If they want to say who it was, they can say it in the chat because they're here. Katie Hatton, that's not bad. Reese on the rag. Oh man, Shifty Grifty. Not Reese, so please reject kindly. Oh man. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, my friend. That's what it looks like too. It's hard to tell them apart, quite honestly. Sometimes do you guys show it again, please? Do you guys ever see somebody see someone who makes fun of you and you're like, how? You can't. That's against the rules. Like, how could you make fun of what I look like? Like, we shouldn't be doing that. First of all, we just Hey, Elizabeth. It is Friday. It's Friday night. That was the other thing. Do you guys want to get spicy? Did you have any? Do we want to go there? I'm gonna. They are literally throwing people off the boat. Oh, I know, Buffy. It's terrible. Ask Joe about my period. Paula Pendley. It is. Lumen, I don't, yeah, it's pretty good. Eat more oatmeal. Newish here, welcome. Trying to get the disconnection timeline. Your dad left you at 16. Then you saw him at an event, but didn't recognize you. Oh, no, he recognized me. He knew who I was. Brett's ex. That's not bad. And once more, did Huxley ever get to meet him, or was he gone by then? Huxley met my dad, but he doesn't remember him. Huxley met him when he was 3, 4, like somewhere like that. He doesn't remember him. No. I would love to, Mary Barons. You guys you kick that off and I'll follow your lead tonight. But I hope that answers your question. But he definitely knew who I was. Yeah, he definitely knew who I was at that event. I don't know what you mean, Dark Rose Siren. Jules Rainbow Bunny, love you, girl. I don't know what you mean. You're welcome, Eat More Oatmeal. I think you said in your last live about Scientology wanting to get Huxley in Scientology since he will be 16 on November 17th, which is your birthday also. Would you or his dad have to sign papers? I don't know. I want to say yes. Love you too, Jules Rainbow Bunny. I want to say yes, but I don't know the answer to that because I've never had a Sea Org recruiter try to recruit my child. So I'm guessing so. You'd probably have to sign something, would be my guess. Yes. Oh man, I need a card. Which one, Ellie J? Look at Mary Barons. Hey, Angie Mo. Best place you've yeah, Kim is blue. If they want to save us, why are they so mean when we chat politely in a chat? That's a good question. I think because it doesn't actually add up, right? It's insane. They have a lot of disadvantages for that reason, because if they would just own up and say what they're really trying to accomplish, which is just be mean and kick me off of YouTube, that they would get more credit for. But if you come out and say, I'm just trying to save you guys from Reese, and then someone comes in and says, well, I like Reese, and they go, get the fuck out of here and go back to the Reese cult. You contradict yourself. You contradict yourself. What's the best place we've ever had sex? Guys, I've always been fairly vanilla. Leslie Mosley, I know you did, girl. I don't think there is a place. I don't think there is a place for me. I've never been that kind of person to want to like get out and do something wild. I really just enjoy it at home. If they're trying to save us, why do they try to tell me not to spend my money however I want? Again, Brooklyn Pencil. Oh, Mary Barons had sex on a train. Yeah, I've never done that. And I'm not sure that I would, but good for you. Hey, Dawn. Oh God, no, I wouldn't have sex in a tent. Lord, no. If they're trying to save us, why do they tell me how to? Because oh wow, Michael Malloy. Front yard of a public library? Holy shit. That's ballsy. No, DOA loves rainbows. There isn't. Good for you, Angie Mo, because this is all it's by design, guys. I'm not entirely sure who's behind it or why, but it's by design. And I have to say, I think the heart of all of this hate is because of money. It all has to do with money. Hey, Little Miss Sunshine. Definitely prayers for you, girl, and thoughts, healing vibes. That's horrible. That's a scary thing. I think about that now that I'm 40. You know, I'm not the healthiest person and I'm diabetic, and women are at more risk, I think, for heart disease. It's quite frightening. And I hope that you're all right. I think it's all about money. I don't go watch this stuff, but you guys are so bad, man. I don't watch this stuff. I saw a clip of something last night that was sent to me that was in I'm working with the police on this one, so I really don't want to say a lot, okay? But there is someone out there right now, hey, Katie did it, that lost their mind, and it's about money, and lost their mind, and never met this person, but they're going absolutely apeshit, and they're attacking my child, like big time, like really doxing and attacking my kid. So at this point, I have this person's criminal record, and the boy, do they have a criminal record. It's a long one. I got it today, and I've shared it with my local police. And now that I know where they live and the state and city they're in, I'm sharing it with the state and city police that they're in. But things can get out of hand quickly. And speaking of serial killers, I think this person literally might be one. I know this took a dark turn, but this is some serious mental illness. It's nothing to mess with. And um, I say this a lot, please attack me. But when you attack a minor, um, that's a whole other dark path and very illegal path, right? And I would say for the most part, even the people who hate me and wish I was dead, I would say most of those people would even agree, like, leave the kid alone if they're of any kind of sound mind. This one in particular is absolutely, I'm not kidding, like true serial killer vibes. Super, super, super unhinged. A lot of these people are very unhinged. There's some men that are, and there's some women that are. And yeah, you don't bring a kid into it. Like I'm good. Attack me. Say everything you want to say about me, and attack how I am as a parent. But this one's got to go to the cops, because it was a serious threat that was made. And this dude is super fucking nuts. I didn't never seen him before. I didn't know. He's definitely a nobody as far as the YouTube world. I don't know who he is in his own world. Kind of looks like it might be about the same. He seems like a bit of a nobody. But yeah, he's making some serious threats, enough again that the police had to be contacted. So um, not only serial killer vibe, but the other people that warned me and sent it to me got the same impression I did, which was kidnap vibes. Not kidding. Not kidding. Like actual implying a little bit of like kidnap. Like, I'm going to take your kid because I can do a better job about it. I can do a better job at this. Like, we got to get that kid out of there. And I was like, yeah, like you need to be arrested. And now that I saw this dude's rap sheet, makes a lot of sense, to be honest. It makes a lot of sense. Hurt people like to hurt others. I can't understand why grown adults act that way. Well, I think they're incredibly unstable. Yes, Debbie Zito. I think they're incredibly unstable. And yeah, DOA loves rainbows. Actually, on YouTube. Do I have somebody else monitoring my security cameras? No, I'm the only one that monitors them. If you're implying like, does Tommy still have access? No, none of that. But it's I don't take this stuff very seriously. And when somebody makes threats about me, I couldn't care less. I never worry about it. And in this case, hey, reluctant healer, I'm not necessarily worried about it either, but I have to take it very seriously because I'm his mother and I'm his protector. And I won't ever allow that. Right. So I'll do whatever I have to do. In this case, I don't know that an attorney is required because of what was said. It's more law enforcement that needs to be informed, and they have been. And yeah, I hope so too. DOA loves rainbows, but this dude is just the body language and the behavior. I was really rocked by. I was like, I felt like I was watching a movie. Like they were that unhinged, like screaming. Can you guys imagine? Um, can you imagine? I say this a lot, but there's a lot of hate lately by total strangers. Can you imagine a total stranger somewhere else in the United States, far, far away from me, that's never met me, never had a conversation with me, that obsessed with me and my life, that obsessed with the fact that I make money. Like, this person was losing their shit about me getting super chats. And I mean losing their shit. Like, going fucking crazy about me getting super chats. Losing their shit. That was the biggest thing, that Huxley needs to be taken away from me because I'm making super chats. I hope this person doesn't even have an animal. Like, I'm concerned. It's really concerning. It was a video. Yeah, it's way too much. And again, please, like, make all the videos you want about me making super chats, how much money I make, how much you guys are tallying it up with your calculators. But yeah, Dawn, don't attack a kid and don't threaten with a kid. Don't threaten that you're going to do anything with my kid. Like, that is the craziest thing. Not even like some of the big haters of me say shit like that. Like, I think even the larger haters, I don't mean large in channels. I mean, like, they're loud. Um, Even the ones who make the most noise don't say shit like that. Like, I think they even know better, like, leave the kid out of this. But this dude is like absolute psychopath, absolute psycho. Yeah. Abigail, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into that because, again, the police are discussing it with both of us. So I don't want to get into that. No, DLA loves rainbows. That's not the channel name. Yeah, they feel sorry for your kid and then they bully your kid. Kid. Yeah, Jamie Palmer. Totally. Totally. Thanks, son. Thanks, Lucy. You sweet thing. Cute cat. Speaking of cats, they give you any problems, I will be their Huckleberry. Thank you, Franklin. That's very kind of you. Look, it's Spuddles, and thank you for your super chat. Yeah, Julia, it's not, thank you, Abigail. It's not cool to go after a kid. She's reaching for the G's. She's reaching for the G's. Yeah, definitely some mental health issues there for sure. For sure. And if I need to, and I probably will end up doing this, sharing this person's information, channel, and rap sheet just to protect ourselves, just to put it out there. I think I might end up doing that. I just haven't decided if that's the best route. But I will not. I will put that out there for the world all over if I need to. Um, I know this got dark, and I don't know yet. Like, this was just reported with the police today, so I don't know what's going to happen. Kim is blue. They're in my purse. That's a great question. As you were slowly leaving Scientology and collecting receipts, was your end game to be a double agent and give Aaron all the info but not actually leave? Probably. Yeah. I never wanted to actually leave because I didn't want to lose my family. I don't know that I would have spent the rest of my life reporting things to Aaron, but I certainly was doing it during that time, right? I don't know that I had an end game as far as like a plan, but the plan was not to leave Scientology, that's for sure. But it worked out. It's not ZDT. Isn't that guy in jail? I thought that guy got arrested. Yeah, I don't know who a lot, honestly, I don't know who a lot of my haters are. Clearly they're watching because some of them come into the chat and try to talk to us, which is, again, thank you for the view. Hey, Barbara Waits. I don't think I need to, Abigail. I don't think I need to consult with a lawyer on that. I don't mind doxing someone. I'd love to tango with this dude. He doesn't scare me at all. So, um, yeah, and that's the other thing. This is a good point. I'm so tired of these people wanting to tell everyone what they can spend money on. It's legal. So if they had something illegal on you or anyone, report it. Otherwise, they need to shut the F up. Yeah, but that's the other thing. Like a bunch of these people who are like huge haters, apparently they're like haters of certain races of people and like stuff like that is what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's true. What shocks me is those people and their channels, they make money, right? They're making money. They're putting out all kinds of hate. And the people who support them are like, yeah, it's your channel. You do whatever you want. You should be allowed to do whatever you want. It's your channel, but I can't do that. And that's what makes this whole thing such a sick mess. It's not anything that you can make sense of. It's not anything you can win. It's just so weird. It's such a weird dynamic that, like, are you guys really that hypocritical? Are you really that sick and twisted? Do you really not see that, like, what you're saying to your favorite little hater over here, you're telling me not to do? Like, do you get that? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I try not to make sense of it. But sometimes when I see comments of that, like, you should be able to do whatever you want. We support and love you over here, but I can't do that over here. Like, make that make sense, right? Yeah, narcissistic personalities. Oh, good for you, Mandy Harper. I don't super chat, and Reese replies to me when in the chat is not too fast. When it's not so fast, it's impossible to catch all the comments. I do, Renee B. 100%. I'll probably view them. I already did. When I played one of those audios this year, I felt very different. Oh my God. Joe had a hater that threatened to R me. So that's the good news. That's the thing you have to think about. Zoom out, guys. There are haters everywhere, in every part of every corner of every bit of social media, right? Not just here. There's probably haters over on Twitter. There's probably haters on Facebook. There's haters ever. As a matter of fact, speaking of, I know it's really weird, Little Miss Sunshine. I don't know who these people are. I was up in the middle of the night, like I have been lately, on and on and on. And I saved this reel. I don't know who these people are. I have no idea who these people are. Where is it? These people. I'm going to play this. I'm going to let you listen. They must be like famous. Hey, Lindy. They must be like famous. What do you call them? Influencers or something? I don't know.
I liked it better when you guys were poor. Well, buddy, your wishes are command. This is the house we lived in and the cars we drove when Socko and I first started doing social media. This is Socko's
Hey, Zoe.
car. Yes, it's the one that blew up on the way to my house on our third date. And this is how you get in the car. And this old girl right here is the truck I picked Socko up in on our first date. She's got 330,000 miles, a broken air conditioning, a broken window, and no radio. Now, when we lived in this house and drove these cars, people called us poor and trashy, made fun of the roof, had a lot of mean things to say. And now that we live at our new place and drive these cars, some people's mad about that too. Haters. The moral of this story is no matter what you have, no matter what you do, somebody's going to be pissed off about it and hate on you.
And that's fine.
The most important thing you can do is live a life that makes you happy. Be kind to people, be good to people, and don't worry about anyone's opinion of you. Live your life to the fullest, baby.
I have no idea who those people are, but I heard that in the middle of the night. And I was like, that's so cool. And I was so happy for them. They're obviously really wealthy people now. She had some Mercedes. She's a beautiful woman. She had some Mercedes. He had like a brand new truck. They obviously live in like a really nice house, and they showed their old house and that people called them trashy and poor, right? I love it too, Renee B. I loved it. Like, I don't know about you guys, but over here on this channel, when I see stories like that, I'm like, yes, I love that. I love seeing a story of people who went from poor and trashy, right? And okay, see, I don't even know who he is, Mittens. And now they're wealthy and yeah, they made it and they're obviously like social media people. I don't know what they do. I don't know who they are, but obviously they made a lot of money doing what they do. I love that. I think that's great. I think that's fantastic. I am not someone who's going to be like, "Ew, I'm so hateful and jealous that these people made money." That's what that is, right? Like that's what that is. It's jealousy. You're mad. You're mad that they made money and they made it, right? And I really liked his message. Like just be kind to people because there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be hate, right? Yeah, people called him trashy before, and now people hate him because they have money. Like it's like that's how it is with super chats, right? I see people saying, like people will email or they'll leave comments after my channel, right? And they'll go, turn off your super chats. We wouldn't attack you if you would turn off your super chats. Are you fucking crazy? Do you work for free? Not to mention, what business is it of yours? Are you mad that I'm making money to support my kid? I'm a single mom. Really? Is that where we're at? Like, what? I don't know if that's men or women saying that, and it really doesn't matter. I don't care if you are out, male or female. Turn off your super chats? What? Why? Why did like that's I hate to bring this topic up, but I kind of love to. Why do you not want me to make money? Like why is like to me it's like what do you care what I'm doing over here where I pay my bills behind closed doors? What do you care? Hey Dylan, um I believe that communication, acceptance, and understanding are essential in forming lasting unions on any platform of life. Well, of course, I totally agree with that, Dylan. I'm happy to see you on this Friday night. I just think that is such a strange topic. It is so weird to hate somebody or to be very, very angry at someone because they're pretty, because they drive a nice car, because they make money. Like, what does that have to do with you? What does it have to do with you that I bought a dress today in a boutique? Who cares? Who cares what I spend my money on? Who cares where I make my money? They hate you because they ain't you. Thanks, baby angel. Thank you, DOA loves rainbows. Well, that's my other question. Like, what about real celebrities? What about real people who make money? I'm sure they have haters, but like, what about people who make money filming, making movies in the industry, Taylor Swift type people? Should they not make money because they're singing? Should they not make money because they're acting? Like, I make money because I have a YouTube channel. Like, you might make money because you work in a veterinary office. You might make money because you're a famous baseball player. Like, why should we not get paid? I don't understand. And the other thing is like, why is that your call? I mean, it isn't, right? Like that's the whole thing. This all collapses on itself. It's not your call. It's not your call what shade of lipstick I wear. It's not your call what kind of car I drive. It's not your call for me to go into a boutique today, stream there, and buy a couple of dresses. What does that have to do with you? You look like a psychopath. You look like an absolute unhinged person for a total stranger. My own friends, my own mother isn't like, "What are you spending money on?" Like people who could ask me that don't ask me that. That's a weird thing to ask in your 40s. That's weird, right? Like that is weird. I don't know. Why can't we make money? It's totally on the up and up. I pay taxes, everybody sees it, you guys tally it up. Like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Be funny if you made two different YouTube accounts, one to go to the hater channels and get in an online fight with yourself, one Reese lover, one Reese hater. Um, if I had that kind of time, that would be hilarious. I think that's the other thing, guys. Why is somehow making money on social media dirty or less acceptable? Money makes people so weird. I will use the topic of working in senior living. No, Renee B, they never have. That she's had that store forever. They've never had a website. I don't know. She must do well not having one, and good for her. Working in senior living, when someone would pass away, I would know their families, right? If they came to visit. I was very well up on daughters, sons, grandkids. Like I knew everybody's family who would come visit in the senior living place, right? Hey, Tony P. When somebody would die, it was insane. And this happened multiple times. This wasn't rare. People get so weird about money. They come out of the woodwork, right? I mean, think about that. When people win the lottery, people out of nowhere are like, hey, I'm your long lost, right? People get so fucking weird about money. And I've never understood it. Hey, Lisa Kelson, I've never understood it. I've never understood like waiting around to get your cut on something. And people, I mean, I told you guys this when Fred died, his family never visited, never called, nothing to do with him. It wasn't 24 hours. 24 hours had not passed before they filed for his life insurance and his pension. Hey, Crime Me a River. That is so horrific and embarrassing and low. And I think, hey, Martha Slemmer, I think these people who are pissed at me for making money um, would be the first to jump all over a pile of money if they could. Like within their own family, if somebody died or anything. I cannot tell you the stories that I witnessed. People coming in to the place I worked, right? People coming in when someone would die. Some granddaughter that never visited would come in and be like, I want to see the paperwork on. I want to see. I want to know. I want to know what I'm getting. I want to know my cut. People are crazy and so terrible. So terrible when it comes to money. I just think it's so weird. I have never been money motivated. When they took that pension and his life insurance, you didn't see me running after it. When the law firm came to me and said, you could get, if we can sue Scientology, I'm sure they'll do like a big settlement with you. When they said you have no lawsuit because it's outside of the statute of limitations, I was like, okay, doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I think it could be. I think it's probably all in how you're raised. And my dad has always been a big whale. He's always had a lot of money. I don't know that for a positive. Like growing up, I never saw his bank account, but like he always had this like giant cash money ball that he would carry around from hustling pool. We never like he would leave me $100 bills when he would go out of town. I'd be like 8 years old and he'd be like, here's a couple $100. Like, what am I supposed to do with a couple $100? I'd walk to the gas station, town and country. Okay. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Like, whenever I wanted to go buy clothes at Target once, he was like, we don't buy clothes at Target. We're not poor. Like, it could be because I was raised that way. I am not like money. Like, to me, money can always be made. It's not limited. Like, it's not hard to make. Go get a fucking job. It's not that hard to make money. I have a second job. I make money at my other job as well. Like, if I need to, I will go get another job. If I need to not do something else and quit that job and do a more well-paying job, hey, Kathy McConnell, like, it's just money has never been like, I've always been fairly good with money too. Like, I save my money. I'm pretty good about it, but I guess I never understood a total fucking stranger, right? A total stranger Yeah, women's warrior. I think experiences mean more to me. Life experiences, things like that, memories, goals. You can't I always say that. You can't put a price on that. Like, when someone writes to me and says, like I said the other day, the lady whose husband was on hospice, and he did end up passing away, but she said, "He watched you every day. You made him laugh." To me, I'm not trying to sound cheesy here, but, like, to me, that's why I do this. And I've been making fun of the sad fish grifting thing because that's what they call me. But guys, I don't have to do that. I don't have a problem. I've never had to ask for money here. People super chat me if they want, but that is their choice. I've never asked for it. And I'm well aware that you can either get one or not get one. I don't sit here depending on it, relying on it. I come on here to talk about the topics we talk about. And if I walk away with a couple of super chats, I do. And if I don't, I don't. I don't think twice about it because this isn't a guaranteed job, right? I'm not clocking in. There's no health insurance. You get what you get. And it depends on how good, in my opinion, of a content creator you are. Because I've said this 100 times too. Whenever I go out to eat, I almost always leave a very big tip. I always have good service when I go out to eat. And I chat with the person, I get to know them. And I always think at the end, I usually say, "Do you mind sending a manager over?" And I usually say, "This person was amazing. Make sure you hang on to her because I'm going to come back and ask for her." And then I leave a huge tip. And that's how I look at content creating. You tip me if you think I'm good, if I made you laugh. I don't expect it though. If you're here like expecting to make money on YouTube, this ain't for you. That's my opinion. But if you're like planning to retire on YouTube, I don't, that shit could dry up at any time. Reese, you are no longer in Scientology and you make your money and spend your money because you made your money as part of your jobs. Yeah, and it's nobody's. I just think it's so unhinged. Oh yeah, that was bad, Angie Mo. That was really bad. I think it's so unhinged. I have never thought with anybody I know, let alone a total stranger, I have never thought to be like, "How much money do you make? And what are you spending it on? You're disgusting. I'm going to call child services because you make too much money." Like, who thinks like that? That is such a weird, creepy thing to do. What are you doing? Like, I can't imagine wanting to know what somebody makes. That's such a private thing. Wanting to know what somebody makes and then bitching about it. To me, that, like, you're a failure. You're just mad because you're a failure. You don't have to be a failure. Go do something else. Go shine elsewhere. Go make money doing something else. But if money is what you're fixated on, like, tearing somebody else down because they make money is the most weird. Yeah, money does show people's true colors. It does. And I've said this too before. Like, money is such a private. I don't know. To me, money is like politics and religion. It's just private. And if you have money, like I've said this, if I were to come into a bunch of money tonight, if I bought a lottery ticket and won a bunch of money, I would never tell you guys. I would keep doing my channel and I wouldn't say anything because I think it's a weird. Oh, baby lily pad, definitely prayers. Hey, Susie CJ. Hey, Rhonda Westland. I laugh at people who are like, "I'm rich." I laugh at people who are like, "I'm so loaded." Like, tacky beyond belief. Like, and I don't believe you. Not that it matters. It's not my business. But like, if somebody has to go around, yes, money talks, wealth whispers. Wealth doesn't have to be loud. People who really have money don't have to go around saying they have money. It's the similar thing to yeah, Raymond, it's total jealousy. Hey, T. Louise. It's the same thing as when a man says I'm a badass or I'm an alpha male or I'm a gangster, any of those things, to me, they're a total pussy. Like, you couldn't be any more weak if you have to say that. If you have to say I'm a badass, you're not. If you have to say I'm so rich, you're not. And it's a term. It's true. Let's say you really are rich. Bye. I don't want to have anything to do with that. Gross. I hate people who flaunt things like that. It's just such a money changes people. I love that. Yeah. Tony P says, Reese, just because someone gives you a chat or tips you or whatever you call it on YouTube doesn't mean they own you. It's an exchange. You make us feel good, entertain, and they tip you. Yes. And it's their choice. Like, I loved what Alana said one night. Actually, she said it on the Zoom call. It wasn't one night, but she said something like, yeah, if you have to announce the thing, you are not the thing. I totally agree with this. People who act like they're super rich, dick swinging. Yeah, it's so gross. It's so gross, Florence. If you have to say I'm a badass, if you have to say I'm so wealthy, you're not, and people are laughing at you for that. Like, you should be laughed at for that. B Willow 5, good to see you, babe. Happy to see you. Hey, Kay Thompson. What was I saying? Alana. She said, I give you a super chat because I give to a lot of charities and like I give to where I want to give. But like, if I feel like, Pam said this too, Yorkie mom said, and I liked it. She said, I like giving money to you because I know where it's going. Like, it's not necessarily going to like some huge corporation where I don't know where it's going. She's like, I know I'm giving it to Reese and Huxley. That's their choice though. Nobody has to do that. And it's never expected. It's never expected. Like, if you're relying on YouTube to make money, you're just not in the right place. That's my opinion. I am not a financial advisor, but I don't think that it's so feast or famine. It's hey, Joel Sachs. Hey, Shay B. That's true, Kestrel. But people are so fucking weird about money. Little Miss Sunshine, don't ever feel, no one ever, I mean, I say that all the time. You guys know that. Never feel like I expect it. I don't. Hey, DNB. And I appreciate it every time. And that's why I address that at the end of every single stream. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for your memberships. It helps. It certainly helps. But it's so bizarre to me that there's like 5 or 6 people out there and then their little followers, right? Saying like Reese is just totally grifting and manipulating and stealing your money. Like, hey, Amy Edge, that could not be further from the truth. We let them say it. We don't care. I don't care. But it's just bizarre. You mean I'm not buying your friendship and love? Dang, girl. And hello, cheaper and more effective therapy with laughter and tears than counseling for me. Yes, Ellie J, you're not, because we're truly friends. And Reese, folks are jealous because they think it's easy money you didn't earn. It's part of their beef. I truly believe it's a jealousy thing. It's very rude for anyone to question where members of the chat spend their money. Yeah, it's a jealousy thing for sure. I spend however much money I spend on subscribing to Reese's channel. It makes me feel good. Thank you, Lisa Kelson. Reese, take comfort in this. No weapon will be able to hurt you. You will have an answer for all who accuse you. I will defend my servants and give them victory. The Lord has spoken. Thank you, Abigail. And thank you for being a member. That's a lovely, lovely quote. I agree. Katie did it. Lindy, because I want to. Thank you, Lindy, because she wants to. And I appreciate that so much. And it should be a choice. And you should never do it if you can't do it. You should never do it if you don't want to do it. You should never be pressured into ever giving money to anything. You know, I used to feel that way. I mean, I know. Oh my God. I know. Thank you, Angie Mo. Am I buffering or is it just Kay Thompson? I don't like that weird. I'm so much better at speaking up and defending myself or speaking up for myself. But like, how many of us have gone somewhere and they're like, Your total is $52. Would you like to donate to the blah, 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 blah? And I'm always like, sure. Like, I feel uncomfortable because there's people around and like everybody's staring at you. And so I'll always give like a buck, but I've gotten better at that now. And I'm like, no, I'll just say no. Now I will round up. Anytime they ask me to round up, I'm like, yeah, I can round up. That's not a big deal. But like, I don't give money now unless I want to give money. Like, I don't want to just give money because you pressured me into giving money. Right. And usually now what I say is, I go, is it for animals? Because I'm all about giving money for animals. I don't mind. Yeah, it is, Florence. It's annoying. It's weird. It's awkward. It's uncomfortable. But if it's for animals, I'll absolutely fork over money for animals, especially a local shelter. I get a little weird when it's like the Humane Society of America or something, because I'm like, I don't know where that's going, but I've given to them too. But when I lived in Kansas City, I donated to Casey Pet Project, the ASPCA, Wayside Waifs, an LLC dog. I have given like, and I'm not here just saying that like to make me look like a good person. I'm just weird about where I give my money. We all should be that way. But I'm happy to give money if it's for animals. I'm funny about that. But everybody has their thing that they give money to. Ever heard of Drew Peterson? It sounds familiar, but I think I'm confusing that with Scott Peterson, the dude that murdered his wife. What is with this mouse? It has like a delay. Oh my God, it's making me crazy. Because it's never about the money and because you give yourself and your time, and this community is a beautiful place. Thank you so much, Bumblebee. But you know, and that's your choice. And that's your viewpoint. Not everybody has that viewpoint that I give myself and my time and all of that, but I appreciate it so much. It's just never expected. But thank you so much for your super chat. Anyone who thinks you don't earn your money doesn't have a clue about how much time and energy you put into this channel. Show me another creator who will spend 13 hours on a Zoom call. That's true. There probably are none. But to be fair, I don't know. I don't know anybody that's ever spent 13 hours on a Zoom call except us. I still think Zoom should give me a month for free. Yeah, it depends for me. What you give at the register, that business gets to use that money for a tax write-off. See, I didn't even know that. They are jealous. That's absolute jealousy. I know that's jealousy. When people are mad that I get super chats, there's no other reason to be mad. And you know what? You could do it too. I've said this the other day. No, Margie Bar. It doesn't. It's a plug-in, but it is charged. Oh, I said this the other day, and I absolutely stand by it, right? If you guys, the people who are so mad at me for making money, if they would start making some original content and start, hey, Andy, like start doing stuff that's for some good in the world, maybe some humor, share their background and stories. Maybe it's about sobriety. Maybe it's true crime they want to do. Whatever your passion is. Hey, Michelle P. I'm not an expert, okay? But I do believe these people would actually make money and get views, super chats, any of that. I really do believe that. If they would have some original content. But show me, Tommy said this is not my quote, this is Tommy's. Show me a hater, show me a big, huge troll hate channel, whatever you want to call it. Show me a big hate channel that's super successful. There aren't any. People don't make money on hate. You're not going to get a bunch of super chats and views when it's all hate. B Willow 5, don't round up. It's a scam. Thank you, my friend. And it's good to see you. Thank you for your super chat. I'm happy to see you. That's yeah. If they did the work, they could have a successful channel too. Yeah. Yeah, because it is work. It's work. Making original content is so fun, but it is work. It is. Giving this because I'm mad at you. Just kidding. I love you, West Coast Fancy Nancy, and thank you for that. That's very kind. Thank you for your super chat. Yeah, it's crazy. DOA loves rainbows when you put it into that perspective. Hey, Pat Jonas. The people who have an issue are self-serving, jealous individuals who have the jaded view because it comes naturally to you and you shine your personality is golden. They don't have that. Well, I don't disagree with you there, but it's not to be mean saying that. They just may not have the same gifts. Everybody has different talents. And it's weird to be mad at me because I come on here and I'm successful. Like it's just so weird. Vicky says another way we can all help Reese earn money is to turn on a play. Oh, yeah, and let a playlist run. Yeah, I have a friend that used to do that. Even if you're not there, just not sure how much, but Reese would get paid for views. That's right. Thank you for pointing that out. I forgot about that. Tony P, Reese, honestly, you're a strong woman. With all you've been through, you still come on every day. You're amazing. Thank you, Tony P. I enjoy it. I will stop doing this if I don't enjoy it, but this is my favorite thing. This is my favorite thing. They cannot they can't bully me into hating this because I love it so much. I love that I've met all you guys. You've changed my life. There's no going back, right? Well, look at that. Hi, Tony's Hooter. I love you, girl. I love Tony's Hooter. Thank you for your super chat, babe. These people are nuts. It seems there's envy that is causing them to see green. Yeah. Hey, Proven G. That's a good question. I'm going to let the chat answer this. Franklin says, Reese, do you think if you weren't a woman, these people would still do this? Hey, Mary's Gemini Mind. Do we? I often think about that myself, Franklin. Do you guys think so? Do you think if I were a man, I do wonder that sometimes. Do you think if I was a guy, would I be getting this kind of hate? Would I be getting this kind of she makes money and we hate that she makes money? I don't know. Hey, Rue, I can pay to go to an amazing comedy club very close to me here in MX. What's MX? But sometimes it's nice to hang in bed with my chihuahua and laugh my booty off with you guys. I love you, Rue. And you know what? It's good to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for your super chat. Thanks for being here, babe. The crazy thing is they're indirectly paying you by secretly watching you to make. I know. That's the craziest thing is when they're in here and they sometimes jump in and comment. I'm like, what are you doing here? Who in their right minds would sit there and watch a stream of someone that they hate? Who would do it? Who would do it? I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, and this is a good point, Glenda. Everybody who has a channel who wants to make money. If you want to give some money to your favorite creator, that's their business. It's absolutely because you are a woman and a woman who knows how to create a community. How dare you? It could be. Some people are saying yes. Some people are saying no. Double standards. That's the only thing I'll say. They're subscribed with the notification bell on too. They're making money. The people who are screaming, stop making money, are making money. I can't make sense of that. I don't know what to make of that. Honestly, I don't. Most of the things these people are saying, the person who is, thanks, Proven G, it's a dress. The person who is, a couple of people actually, it's that thing you're guilty of what you're accusing someone of. One of the people who's screaming about how I'm a parent and a bad mother and social services has a full-on record as a parent. And I'm not going to share what that is yet, but they have 10 counts of a form of something as a parent. I won't share what that is yet, but it's unbelievable. It's scary. It's I don't have a record. You realize that. I've had one speeding ticket. Hey, religious bites. I've had one speeding ticket. I've never been arrested. None of that. I don't have a record of anything. I've never written bogus checks that flew away in a windstorm. I've never done any of that. I don't have felonies for writing bad checks, right? Stealing merchandise. I don't have any of that. And there are people out there saying like Huxley needs to be taken away from me. Meanwhile, these people literally have rap sheets. Put that together. Do you think this is all parasocial? I don't. I've made friends. Absolutely not. No way. I never thought that from day one, out of the gate. I never felt like this was parasocial, but I think that's because I had no real friends in life. Like, this is my first opportunity at making friends. And you can make fun of that, but it's the truth. I think Franklin MC, it has a lot to do with the fact that I put my life on YouTube. I don't have a topic like true crime. I put all my chips in the middle of the table. You guys know everything about me. And if you notice, a lot of other content creators, you don't know anything about their personal lives. Nothing. They don't comment on them. And that's smart. If I had it to do over, though, I wouldn't change a thing. I don't want to do topic. Like, I like what we do here. It's very natural and organic for me. Thank you, T. Louise. Reese is an entertaining person first, a woman second. The combination of the two make for a brilliant channel. Thank you so much. That is such a nice thing to say. That's unbelievable, Vicky C. Genuine question. I'm totally against Scientology, but I thought the movement had kind of imploded. I didn't think you were specifically an anti-Scientology channel, but about your life then and now. I don't understand the last part, but about your life then and now. Oh, I think I get it. Let me read it again. I thought the movement had kind of imploded. I didn't think you were specifically an anti-Scientology channel, but yes, LEJ, that's exactly right. Well, how would we classify this channel? I never know, other than, yeah, I never said I was an anti-Scientology channel. That's the reason this channel is called Relatable Reese. I did not, when I was trying to come up with a title, thank you for being a member, Christy Kids. I love that, girl. I appreciate that. When I was trying to come up with a title for this channel, at first I was like, maybe we should do like a Scientology title. And so at first I had the idea, like Reese's reactive mind, or Reese and her reactive mind. I was going to do something like that. And then I was like, that's not what I want to do. And I never even watched YouTube, like not much. I didn't know much about it. I didn't know anything about content creating, but I knew, I agree with this. Being a woman does set you up for more hate. I agree. And it's sadly by other women. That's the fucked up part. Like other women attacking me. That's fucked up. But yeah, how you were mistreated, your journey, your growth, observations, and lessons learned, and how wonderful whole self. Thank you, LEJ. Hey, Kat. I think that they hate that you don't have a record. I don't have a record. These people have actual records, felonies, jail time. That's wild to me. I know, Kat. I wasn't either. But I didn't want to, I will, Little Miss Sunshine. I didn't want to I knew enough to know I cannot talk Scientology every day. I don't want to. And again, I always say, like, I'm thankful for the people who do. I'm thankful for our people who have channels like Aaron, like Natalie, those people who do report on Scientology. It needs to be done. They're doing the Lord's work, in my opinion, on as far as that topic, right? Because they're exposing it. I can't do that. I don't have any interest in reading the news. I don't have any interest in talking Scientology every day. I can't do it. I'm too newly out. I love talking about it with you guys, but there's no way I could come on every day and stay on a topic. You guys know me at this point. I can't stay on topic with anything. And I love our channel for that reason. I love that we don't know where it's going to go. It's just everyday stuff. It is, Lisa Kelson. Yes, Glenda Stevenson. I think that's part of the reason it's such a good vibe here. Scientology and all that went with it. Yeah, isn't all that we are or ever can be. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Trixie. Like a good little cult member. Brings me joy when I'm dealing with lots of chronic pain. I can't imagine. We all heal at our own pace. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's true, baby angel. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody should be entitled to that. And this is what I was saying, B Willow 5. Thank you for your super chat. This is what I was saying the other day. Hey, Rachel, like, I'm not even a huge fan of Pink, the singer, the artist, just because I don't listen to that kind of music. I like a few of her songs, but I saw some reel and she does seem like a very strong woman, right? Like she seems like she's come into her own. Hey, Diana H. Love you too, Diana H. And I just saw a reel recently where she said, just don't be a dick. It's easy. Just don't be a dick. That's what she said. That's not something I would probably say, but I would say something similar. Like, as long as you're not trying to make people feel like they don't belong in this world, as long as you're trying to make people feel like they don't matter, as long as you're not trying to make somebody question why they're here or, hey, Lemster, or question like why they look the way they look, that is garbage. Why would you do that to somebody? How many times have we seen a person out in public that we've never met that may look super disheveled or have way too much makeup on or have crazy ass hair or be way overdressed for an event that's like everybody else looks okay? Like, how many times have we all seen that and thought in our mind, like, wow, how many of us would be like, ew, why do you look like that? You're so ugly. Why would anybody do that? Kid, this is so annoying. Can you make more videos with clothes and styling? Yeah, I can. Kid, this in and out crap is super annoying, girl. I need to get a cat door. Why in this world would you comment on somebody's weight? Like, why would you do that? It's just bizarre. Like, why would you want to make somebody feel? I don't mind Pink. I just don't know enough about her. Like, I don't know enough about her personal life. I'm more old school with music. You guys know this. I listen to like 70s and 80s stuff, but she seems like a badass. To be honest, a lot of women in the industry like that, Erica H, I admire, but I never look at strong men or women and I don't think tear them down. Ew, they make too much money. Why do they make so much money? What are you doing with your money? Like, who does that? That's not where my thoughts go. I think that's awesome. I hope to accomplish something like that one day. Good for that girl. She created an empire. That's fucking amazing. That's inspiring. Like, why do people do the opposite of that? I don't get it. I can't make sense of that. Erica H, normally a lurker, but I want to say you crack me up and I admire you being authentically you. Thank you so much, Erica H. I really appreciate that. Okay, DOA loves rainbows. I didn't even know that. Look how they go after Taylor Swift. See, I don't know because I don't know where you guys are seeing this stuff, but I do know enough that like Hollywood, famous people, people who are inspiring, authors, not just actors and singers, right? But like anybody in the public eye, I would call myself an absolute nobody. I'm not comparing myself to Taylor Swift, Pink, any of these people, right? I'm a nobody. But still I am in the public eye and I get a lot of criticism. And do you think that any of those women, do you think any of those badass women are like addressing everything that's said about them? They don't care. They don't care because they have built where they're at. And I'm really impressed by that. I find that very inspiring. Um, yeah, that's called jealousy. No need to attack anything or anyone for whatever they have or don't have in comparison with your own reality. And that's what they're doing. It's got to be them comparing. It has to be. It has to be. but I can't wrap my whole mind around it because it just doesn't, I can't make it make sense. I cannot, I've never been the girl. Jealousy is a thing for me, for sure. Like in relationships, no, Renee B, I never have. When it comes to, no, Joel, I never have either. When it comes to relationships, when I'm with a man, the dynamic, so like my first husband and my second husband, Michael and Fred, I never experienced jealousy. I was not a jealous spouse. The two guys after that, my third husband, Jeff, and then Tommy, I was crazy jealous. Not as much with Jeff, but with Tommy, I was. And I don't know if it would, I'd say crazy jealous, but I would get weird. And it makes me think for my future with a guy, if you feel like, I don't know that I'm naturally jealous. I think it had to do more with the guy than it did me because I never felt those feelings of jealousy with Michael. I had a boyfriend for 4 years before I ever was married to Michael. I never felt that way about him. So what I'm trying to say is I understand feelings of jealousy, but only as like a girlfriend or a wife. I've never understood the jealousy route when it comes to somebody being successful. Haley saying, I've never understood the jealousy feelings of like, especially, oh my God, a total stranger. That's a new one on me. Like I've never seen someone who is successful that I've never met, whether it be a business owner, like Judy today. Well, Judy's not a stranger, but like a woman, like an entrepreneur, a famous person, any of that. I've never looked at people like that who really made it for themselves and they drive a really nice car and they're clearly well off. I've never felt like hate in my heart. Like, oh, I wish that bitch would like, I don't, that's such a weird thing to me. I feel the opposite when I see people like that, especially a woman. I'm like, damn, girl, I wish I could do that. Like, that's inspiring as hell that, like, you came from here and you went to there and you take care of your family and you do it all and you don't need a man. Like, that is such a turn on to me. That is such a turn on. I'm so attracted to women who are just doing it for themselves. They have their own house, they make their own money. It's so weird. Hey, time arc to be hateful. Hey, Donna Simon. Reese, in a world where so many people are wolves in sheep's clothing, it's refreshing that you are so transparent. No guessing. You are who you are. Be very proud of who you are. What a nice thing to say. Thank you, Donna Simon. I think that's what gets me into a lot of trouble. Hey, Trixie. Regarding fame, I still love that some lady recognized you via talking out of the side of her mouth. She literally, yeah, Kat. What a concept, right? That lady literally, I got my first person that recognized me. What was that, like a week ago, Kim is Blue? And she went, "You're not Reese, are you?" It's so funny how we do stuff like that. And then we match. I always match. And I went, "I am." She was like, "I watch your channel." And I was like, "That's amazing." She was like, "I'm on the replay crew." And I was like, "Can we stop doing this? Because my mouth hurts." That's not bad, Trixie. She was adorable. My God, that lady was cute. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Instead of trying to improve themselves and strive for more, those people prefer to drag others down to their level. That is jealousy and envy in a nutshell. Yes, it is. And it's bizarre. And let me ask you this. Thank you, Trisha K. That's so nice. Let me ask you guys this. Where does that come from? No, Lemster, there doesn't seem to be. Yeah, why wouldn't successful women jump on that train and lift each other up? I only want to be friends with people who are successful. Do you think I want to be friends with a bunch of jealous people who are failures, who are like, I wish I could do that and compare everything and complain about what they don't have? No, I want to be friends with people who are making it, who are making it work, who are doing it for themselves, right? Hold on though. Let me back up before I forget. Where does it come from? Like I was saying, money's never meant anything to me, but that could be because my dad was just this, like, I just always had the concept of like, if you want money, you make money. Like, I have so many things. I collect things, right? Like, I love jewelry. I love clothing. I love accessories. Do you think I got all that from a man? No. I worked my ass off. I made really good money at a lot of the jobs I had. And some jobs I worked two jobs. I have kept my things for the last 20 plus years. Not everything came from a guy. I'm proud of that, right? Comparison is definitely the thief of joy. But here's my question. Where does that come from? Where does that behavior, that mindset of like, she has more than me. She makes more super chats. I'm going to make hate about her. Stop making super chats. Turn off your super chats, Reese, and we won't hate you. What the shit? No, thanks, because I make super chats proudly. I'm proud of the money I make. I support my son and I with the money I make. No, I'm not ashamed by it. I'm not ashamed of it at all. These people love me and they lift me up and they do it if they want to do it. But my question is, where does it come from? Like, is it from a parent? Is it from something they learned in school? Because everything else is subjective, right? It's all based on your background. Everything is based, like, we've talked about this. Everything. If somebody comes to you and says, here's my opinion, and this is what I think you should do, that's because of their background. That's because it's subjective, right? Thank you, Kat. Like, it's subjective. If someone says, I don't think you should talk about sex, it's inappropriate. Okay, says you. That's subjective. If someone says, turn off your super chats, it's disgusting that you're making money. Okay, says you. That's subjective. If someone says, you're wearing way too much blush and you're disgusting and you don't know how to put makeup on, girly, and your forehead is shiny. Okay, again, says you. That's subjective. That means nothing to me. But where does it come from? Insecurity, Muffet Lou, I need more than that though. Where does it come from? Yeah. Turning off your super chats is like telling a cashier to stop taking home your paycheck. It's like telling anyone to work for free. Okay, are you willing to go work for free? I think it's jealousy and perception. They think you must have done something to get what they want, something they're working toward. I don't know, Just Jen. Did you see my comment that someone left a tiny baby Jesus on the thermostat at work today? No, but that's hilarious, Kat. They're everywhere. That's okay. That's okay, Joe Virus. You really didn't miss much. I get it. And Raymond, I hear you. Hey, evil blue eye. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Projection, childhood. Like it must come from, I'm assuming, a parent. Like it has to have worn off on them somehow. And even as evil and bad as Scientology is, maybe that's another reason that I'm not so. Yeah, thank you, Joel. And I know you do. I wonder if that's another reason, like Scientology, I don't know. It's not like tithing, Renee B. Scientologists just expect a lot of your money. They want your money. You just work harder, you make more money. That's all. Oh my God, Misfits, that was so funny. Kid, I'm not letting you back in. You just left, girl. I know Kim is blue. Jealousy is really ugly. I know. It just made me, I just thought I had a cognition. It just made me think. I don't think it's a Scientology trait. I think that's where it comes from. I don't even know that it was my dad was loaded, and that's why. What am I trying to say? I don't see that trait. Thank you, Richard Sparks. I don't see that trait in Scientologists. Scientologists don't, that I know, are not jealous of people with money. That's it. We're not, we don't, we're not like that. I don't know how else to put it, but like, I'm not used to, you shouldn't be making any money. You're sick. Your child should be taken away from you because you make super chats. Like, holy shit, that is so shaming. But I never saw anything like that in Scientology. You were just expected to make money, and everybody made money, and pretty much everybody's wealthy. I mean, there's some poor people in Scientology, but they don't get anywhere. Um, There's something to that. I just haven't worked it out. But there, do you guys agree? Bumblebee agrees. There's no jealousy and like weird money dynamic in Scientology. People just fork over their credit cards and everybody walks around. I mean, there's a status thing for sure in Scientology. Like everybody walks around throwing around their status. Like if you're not OT8, you're name dropping all the OT8 friends of yours, your OT8 wife, your OT8 brother, your OT8 buddies that you hang out with. I mean, it's a status thing for sure because if you're OT8, you're loaded. It's an automatic. If you've done the L's, if you've done superpower, if you've done cause resurgence, if you just got back from flag and did all that stuff, you're loaded. You're telling me you're loaded. If you're like, I just got back from flag, I just did the L's, and we were there for 6 months at our house there, and my son just finished superpower. He's 11, and all that, like all of that is their way of saying, right? But nobody that I know of is like, I'm jealous. You're disgusting. How did you pay for that? Like, there's none of that in Scientology. There is no hate for people who make money. Scientology is for rich people. You have to be rich to get, or you can't get anywhere, Kestrel. That's the point. Like, I never made it to clear. I wasn't loaded. So are they jealous of being clear or being on the bridge? No, that's what I mean. Nobody's jealous. Nobody's jealous of that I'm aware of. I know I never felt that way. And I know that all the people I know never felt that way. Like nobody gets like that. I don't know where it comes from. It's like some weird high school thing or like a mean girl thing or something. It makes me think of the movie with Lindsay Lohan. Is it called Mean Girls? What's the name of that movie? I can't think of the name of that movie. That's interesting. Reese, I believe some of the pushback is that you aren't reacting to their efforts. You are responding in a more regulated way. Without realizing it, you help people co-regulate. Well, thank you, Real Life School. I like that. Yeah, Mean Girls. Okay. How much would all that cost? How much for the OT levels and Sun to do superpower? Superpower, if I recall, is 20 grand. Okay. That's a flag only rundown. And then the OT levels, probably to get to OT8. I didn't get to OT8, but I've got a pretty good idea. It's a few $100,000 for sure. I mean, I would say, plus you have to donate, you have to train. It's probably at least $300,000 to $500,000. I'd say probably more upwards of $500,000 to do all of that. And that could be, thanks, Hawks. She's really annoying tonight. Kid. Hey, Jackie Perkins. Kid. Hey, Mona. And everybody does it, guys, because they just fork over credit cards. None of those people have that kind of money sitting in the bank, right? They're forking over, they're OT8s. Do you think the real celebs had to do the work or did they just give them the money? I think they had a shortcut. I think they did the work going in session, but I don't think they were forced to train. I think they got an easy way of doing it for sure. Joel Sachs, because I want to, you deserve everything you make. That is very nice of you, Joel. Thank you. I love you, Joel Sachs. I really appreciate that. Hey, Heather MC. See, this is so weird. My best friend of 25 years became so jealous when I met my husband and started treating me horribly. We're not friends anymore, and I never knew she had that side to her. It's bizarre. She is a needy potato. Spuddles. She's a needy spud that gives cuddles, so they're spuddles. Um, I guess I skipped that in my life. I've felt feelings of jealousy, but it's usually with a man that I've been with. Kid. Oh, you little spud. You chubby ass. You little chub. You little chubby potato. Potatoes? Potatoes. Um, I definitely have felt jealousy when it comes to being with a man. I'll be the first to admit to that. But I've never felt jealous of another woman. I've never felt jealous of another woman's handbag or her car. I always thought, damn, what does she do for a living? That's awesome. Can I get an application? That's always what I think. When I see some like really wealthy woman that's made it, I'm like, can I get an application? Where do you work? Like, that's incredible. I want to be like that. That's how I feel. I never feel like, fuck her. She must be a horrible person. Why does she make money and I don't? I don't think like that. And I think it's a strange illness in a way. It's kind of an illness to, especially guys. I know I'm harping on this, but I think it's an interesting topic. Kid, your hair is in my beard, especially when it's a total stranger. That's when it gets creepy to me. That's when it gets a little single white female. Like, what are you doing being jealous of a celebrity or like jealous of just a total stranger that drives a nice car? Where does that come from? I'm fascinated by this topic and I would love to know where it comes from. It's like tipping a waitress for good service, only this is for laughs, tears, and community. Thank you so much, Robin Miners. And I agree with that. Like, there's nothing wrong if you want to tip your content creator that you watch all the time, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want with your money. Your money. I have a kid hair. There it is. Yes, Glenda Stevenson. No one is ever expected to. I spoil the women I love. The crazy thing is, it's women, not men, that tell me she's using me. I don't get it. Who? Who are you talking about, Joel? Love you, Lisa Kelson. All right, Jason Statham. Get down, girl. Yes, Raymond sent me cat toys. He did. I've told Raymond not to send any more gifts because he's very kind with the gifts, but I don't want him to send any more gifts. It comes from a parent. It's like a learned behavior. My friend's mom was a jealous person. Maybe. I don't think the currency in Scientology is money. It's like, sure, they want it, but even more than the money, they want your personality, your creativity, and all the things that make you you. Yes. They want you to be a soldier. They want you to. Oh, I was like, what's that noise? Huxley's blender. They want you to be. Yeah, I agree with this. Like, just brainwashed, right? Like, not think for yourself. But it's not, there's never been a jealousy with money. Everyone feels jealousy and envy. It's our job as a mature person to keep those feelings in check. Yes. It's our job to be big boys and girls and go, that's not cool. I mean, I have done that so many times in the last couple of years, even when I've said this, when I start to get like weird thoughts, like if I'm in public and I'm in a bad mood, I'm like, I'm not going to treat this person like shit because I'm having a bad day. I don't even know this person. I hate it when people do that. When people are rude and snippy and they're like, sorry, I'm having a bad day. It's like, okay, well, keep that shit in check. Like, sorry, but don't walk all over people and be mean to people because you're having a bad day. I get it. Circumstances happen case by case, right? Like some people just lost a spouse. That's different. But I don't agree with people taking their shit out on others. And that's exactly what's happening here. I just think it's weird. I think it's such a weird thing to do. And talking during this stream, I really realized this. It would be fascinating is Dylan still in here? Probably not. It would be fascinating to ask other ex-Scientologists how they feel about that. Money and Scientology go hand in hand. But I've never seen any like people like I see now about even my channel. Like the jealousy over money is a weird thing. And I never experienced that in Scientology. I never saw that. People just, I mean, even good for you, Renee B. Even my in-laws, Doug and Brenda, like they would get regged and Doug would put, 40 grand on a credit card one night and move on with their life. Like, and people would be like, woo. I mean, do you know how many fundraising events I've been to? If I had to guess in my life, how many Scientology fundraising events I've been to? I'm sorry I asked this question because I don't know. I mean, at least a couple hundred. And do you know how many events I've been to where someone's like, I'll do 50 grand. Awesome. Yeah. And they write it on the board. So and so's doing 50 grand. All right. Who can do 20? Who can match that? Let's do 20,000 tonight. We can't leave this event. They would do this. They would stand at the doors. It would piss me off. They'd be like, we can't leave tonight until we got at least 200,000. We want to raise 200,000 tonight. And we're not leaving till we get it done. Who's doing it? Come on. Come on. And I remember Huxley. Did I ever tell you guys this? Huxley is in the Aftermath show. Did you know that? Huxley is in the Aftermath show as a 5 or 6 year old. They put his picture in it. They got his picture from somewhere. He was on a piece of event promo in the Church of Scientology. I want to give you some love and props to the amazing men that have been in this chat and stay. You guys rock. I agree with that so much, Kat. I love that. Hey, Yvonne. Thank you, babe. And I agree with that. Thank you for your super chat. Yeah, I never told you guys that, did I? I'll have to go find it. I don't know which episode. The way I found out about it was my mom watched that show, of course. She sent me a picture. She snapped a picture and she goes, is this my fucking grandson? My mom lost her shit. And I was blown away. I was like, it sure is. Huxley used to wear, I'll have to find it. Now I need to go find it. Huxley would wear a Superman costume a lot. Like he'd like to wear his little costumes. He'd wear his little capes when he was little. And we were at a Scientology event and they had the board and they always had the kids go up and write stuff. So there's a picture of Huxley and he's like, I don't know, 5. How did they get it in the show? So let me explain. So he's like 5 and he's up at this board writing what Doug was donating that night. I don't know if it was like 20 grand. He was writing it on the board. Hey, Crystal Primo. And they put that, by the way, I wonder how legal this is. Looking back. So the church, and I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking about Scientology. The Kansas City org took a picture of that, right? Of him doing that and put it on their promo. And their promo is what they, hey, Leanne, their promo is what they put out everywhere. I had no idea they did that. I had no idea they took a picture of him. I had no idea they put the picture on promo. Okay. So they put the promo on like actual promo, right? And they put that out, but they also put it out through email. They put the same thing out, right? They shoot out emails of like, come be a part of the, right? Somehow, with you being so deep in Scientology, how did Jeff not know? What do you mean, Shaby? I don't know that I understand the question. Somehow the show, the Aftermath show, was obviously probably trying to get as much stuff as they could. I never knew this. And they got it. They got that promo piece and they put it in the show. And my mom texted me one night and she's like, is this my fucking grandchild? She's like, I'm going to lose my shit if this is Huxley. And the reason, like, it's not like she didn't know, but the picture of him is like this and he's writing and all you see mostly, I don't think so, Leanda. All you see mostly is barely like a profile of his face and more like the back of him. But it's him. Oh, it's 100% him. It's totally Huxley. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And she was like, it's on this show that the whole world sees. Were they nervous about Jeff since he was in government? Not really. I know what you're saying because they get really, really touchy about that. No, they didn't really care. It's illegal, right? Like, I would think that would be illegal. He's a minor, and I didn't know they did any of that. They made all this promo on it. Um, every fundraising event I went to, the door was literally locked. Nobody was leaving until the target was met. You could say, "No, can't, sorry," but in the end, you would. That's true. Hey, Pepper Jelly, they would lock the doors of the events until the target was met. And we'd be there sometimes till 1, 2 in the morning. No joke. And then you'd have the people who were like, "I'll give $50." And we were like, "Oh, we're going to be here for hours." You need the big whales that are going, "I'll do 10 grand. Good, 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 good. I'll do 20 grand. I'll match that. I'll do 20 grand." Like, it sucked. What happens in Scientology when you charge your credit card and they can't make the payments? Well, what they do, Patty, that I know of is they're constantly, I know Doug did this. I know Tom did this. I know a bunch of big, big fish that would every 6 months, the registrars, the people who get your money, they help you move your balance to a new credit card with no interest. So they do that. They like shift the big giant balances like every 6 or 8 months to a new credit card with no interest so they can make those payments. I don't know that people couldn't make their payments. Usually the big fish are dentists, chiropractors, um, there's a lot of dentists and chiropractors, honestly. And then just like business owners. So I'm not really sure about people not being able to make their payments. I couldn't speak to that. I don't know. It's not legal, says Kestrel. Yeah. What about fire code laws? Oh, Lori Lee, they don't care about that. I totally forgot about that until tonight. I don't think have I ever talked about that Huxley was in the Aftermath show? I wish I knew. Me too, Renee B. I wish I knew which episode he was in. I'll see if my mom or my sister remembers. I also have a screenshot of it somewhere and I could show it. Yeah, they took his picture and put it on promo without even telling me. Now, they also put him on a children's what'd they put him on? I think they put him on the children's comm course without my knowing. Like, he signed a thing at the age of 7, 8. Doug put him on course on a weekend that Doug had him, and I had no idea this was going on. So, I mean, they break that. I mean, obviously that doesn't count. He's a minor. He's a young minor. Like, it's insane what they do with kids. It really is. Yeah, they don't care about the law. Hey, Alana. Yeah, they don't obey the law. Yeah, Leanne Woods. I agree with Aaron that the way Scientology will go down will be from financial crimes, also unlawful child crimes. I just wish that would speed up, but I'm sure he's right. I'm sure that's true. I just wish it would happen faster. What show did they put him on? The Mike Rinder, Leah Remini show. What's it called? The Aftermath? I think that's what the show is called. But yeah, he's on it. God, I wish I could remember what episode now. But he's in that show. It's pretty wild. It was really crazy to see that, to see my kid on that show in a Superman costume at like the age of 4 or 5. He was little. He was really little. And they would always do that. Yeah, West Coast Fancy Nancy, of course. They would always do that with the kids. They would do that at all the fundraising events. Don't worry about the fact that we're keeping you here till midnight with these kids, but they would have the kids go up and write, so and so will give 10 grand. And they'd be like, go up there and write it on the board. And they'd have the kids do it. Like, that's somehow supposed to motivate you to give more money. If Scientology put it on the public domain, it's legal. But without my consent, I have not. West Coast Fancy Nancy. It was, JB. It was really freaky. Is that true, Renee B? I don't know that that would be legal without my consent. They put his picture out there for the whole world. And I had no idea they did it. I didn't even know they took the picture. I don't know about that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, they did it. It's over. But I wonder about that, the legalities. It's interesting. It's weird. So anyway, now it makes me want to go find it. Hey, K-Fic. It is. Yes. Did his dad consent? Hell no. Time arc? No. Nobody consented to that. We didn't even know it was happening. We did not even know that they did that. Took his picture and put it on promo. I bet they did that with a lot of the kids. There was a lot of kids then. When Huxley was little, when we would go to events in Kansas City, I would say there was at least a total of 15 kids, probably at least like 15 to 20, I would say. Because if you remember, Dan O'Connor started that Scientology school, and he had pretty much every kid in that school except mine. Huxley was the only kid that I would not let go to that school. All the other Scientology kids went to that school. Probably Ty Mark. I find Reese's entertaining. I pay for Netflix, etc., because I enjoy their content. How is this different? It's not. They just try to spin it and make it look evil. If it's public, you should have been asked if you allowed it. If not, they did something illegal. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Doug and Brenda knew. Yeah. Shaby, no question. But still, that's not a parent. That's not even a guardian. Grandparents don't have any legal anything. Those kids are still in that Scientology school. I'm sure they are. Kim is blue. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't speak to that now. But I mean, why wouldn't they be? Why wouldn't that school be continuing to being run by, I would never think of moving money with credit cards. Wow. Patty Hartman, they did it every 6 months, like clockwork. All those big fish, all those big whales. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those guys, I'm not going to say his name because he's still a dentist in Kansas City, and he's actually a really good person. Him and his wife were always very nice to me. Bo's dreaming. He was the biggest whale in Kansas City, and this guy was, I was told, in credit card debt, like over almost $2 million, or it might have been $2 million in credit card debt. And he said people always bowed down to him and they were like, you are the man. Like, you are everything we want to be. We always look up to you. And he was the biggest one that would have to shift around credit cards all the time to make the payments. And he said, I'll be dead before any of this is ever paid off. Like, he just kept giving more and more money. That dude was in debt millions of dollars, though. Now, Dan O'Connor gave a couple million, and I remember in a Facebook post, he said it's all paid off. Like, he's actually made the millions, given the millions, and he wasn't in credit card debt. But this poor dentist, he was in debt so badly. And I knew him my whole life. And I remember him saying that once. He was like, I'll be dead. Like, I'll never even get close to paying this off. But it's unbelievable how much they worshiped him for that. Like, I wish you guys could have seen the events that I would attend, or even just him coming in for a course or a session, anything like that. People were like, you're the man. We love you. Oh my God, I love you. Like, he was a legend because that dude gave so much money. Yeah, Renee B. I don't know. Some of the people hating on you had no problem with you before you were making money from super chats. It's pure jealousy. That's a great point. That's a great point. Joel makes a really good point. I did not get hated on until I started making super chats and they started tallying them up. That is so true. That's when I became a grifter and a sad fisher and a dry beggar. Little did they know that I've never asked for a dime. But that is such a good point, Joel. Nobody hated me before that. It was when I started making super chats that people flipped the fuck out. Dan charges a bunch for the school. Twisted. Yeah, when Huxley was little, it was $1,000 a month to go to the school in Dan O'Connor's basement. It was $1,000 a month per kid. And I did not have that kind of money. But my in-laws did, and they had no problem. They were like, we'll pay for him to go to that. Like, you just give us the yes. They wanted him to go so that Dan is a grifter. They wanted Huxley to go to that school so badly. They were like, we will figure this all out, because it was really far from my house too. And then when the school day is over, Guess where those kids are driven? To the org to go on course. They get to course. School started in the morning. I know this because my brother in law, Sam, was the teacher and the driver for that school. Dan hired him. So he was the teacher because Sam was very qualified. Sam was Sea Org. He was ex Sea Org, and he was the head supervisor of the objectives course room. So Sam was very qualified. He was a very qualified supervisor. I've seen the bus come. Yep. Sam used to drive it. So Sam would go to Dan's house, teach the kids all day, drive the bus of the kids to the org, drop them off by 3:30 roll call, 3:45, and then they would go on course until 9:30 at night when their parents would come pick them up. So these kids literally studied Scientology from like 8:30 in the morning to 9:30 at night. And they begged me to have Huxley be a part of that. And every year got a little harder. Like, we went and toured the school, and we went and did a fundraiser for the school, and they were really pushing me hard. They were like, I think that's absolute truth. Regarding the hate, I think they are jealous of the connection people have with you. All of a sudden, you're a cult leader because people listen to you. They want that connection. I think that's what it is too. And if they would just join us, not to be creepy, like join our cult, but if they would just join the happy side of like everybody getting along and free thinking, things would be great. But anyway, I went to a fundraiser for that. So every year, see, Huxley really, I liked Huxley's public school he went to. No, Patty Hartman, he doesn't. How did Sam become ex-Sea Org? So Sam and Fiona are married and live in Clearwater. Fiona was CMO. She was up there. She was high up in the Sea Org. They got married and got pregnant. So they left the Sea Org, obviously, because they had a child and then they had another child. And I don't know if they have another child now, but that's Michael's brother. That's Doug and Brenda's other son, Sam. Sam was the youngest kid on staff when I joined staff. Sam is 2 years younger than me. Yes, because he was 11 when I got there. I was 13 when I came that summer to do courses and stuff and do my Purif. Sam was a full-time auditor in the HGC. The HGC is the Hubbard Guidance Center. He was a full-time, fully trained auditor at the age of 11. He was full-time. He was auditing full-on adults every day, all day, from 9 in the morning to 10 at night, taking full-grown adults in session. Then Sam got recruited from staff at like 14. He left. The Sea Org came and swooped his ass up, and he joined the Sea Org. And then he became a full-time TRs and Objectives soup. So then when he left the Sea Org and moved to Kansas City with his wife and had these kids, Doug and Brenda were over the moon about that because they have grandkids and Sam is now here. And not really, Renee B. It depends on the situation. If you just left the Sea Org because you routed out, yes. If you left the Sea Org because you had kids, not necessarily. It kind of depends on the person. That's right, Time Mark. So Dan recruited Sam to be the teacher and bus driver for his school in Kansas City. And anyway, the point is, I'm dragging this out, but every year they begged me to put Huxley in that school. And I said no. Every year I was like, no, we like our school. I like his public school and I like what he's taught and I like how he's socialized, and no. And it's right around the corner from our house and it's convenient. Dan lived, the school was like 40 minutes from my house. I was like, I'm not driving to that every day. And they were like, well, you only have to do it in the morning. And then in the afternoons, Sam drives all the kids to the Kansas City org and everybody goes on course. And then you come pick up Huxley at 9:30 at night. Yeah, because I never want to see Huxley because I'm that kind of mother. Absolutely not. But Doug and Brenda always paid or offered to pay that $1,000 a month. They were like, we'll cover it. No problem. No. And I was pressured toward the end. I was really pressured for him to be in that school. And I was like, not doing it. Not doing it. We're happy with where we're at. And thank God Huxley's dad was also not for it. Like, I'm very lucky that Huxley's dad was not a full-blown Scientologist. He was the opposite. He hated being forced into things in Scientology. Castrol, it would have been really hard. But to my knowledge, that school still exists. And they're making a ton of money on it. And it's really fucked up. I don't know how they get away with it. Legally, I don't know how that works. It's terrible. It's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids. It's sad. Um, on that note, we've been on for 2.5 hours. This was a weird stream. We went all over the place. Thank you, Elizabeth. I saved Huxley. Well, I certainly, his dad and I, thank you, Joel Sachs. Huxley's dad and I both experienced, love you, Ewa. We both experienced being forced to do things we didn't want to do when we were kids in Scientology. How many kids would I say are in that school time arc? I couldn't speak to that today. I love you too, Pepper Jelly. At the time, when I was a Scientologist, I think there were 15, like 13 to 15, somewhere in there. This is true. And Bumblebee is speaking truth here. The pressure they put on little kids' shoulders is unforgivable and unbelievable. Yeah. But I never let Huxley go to that school. And his dad was the same way. His dad was like, I don't want him in there. We made it clear. Love you, Lemster. We made it very clear. Hey, whine a little bit more. That we did not want Huxley. It's their house, time mark. Yeah, Erica H. We did not want Huxley partaking in Scientology. We had horrible experiences. I was 14 sleeping with a 24-year-old man. Michael was forced to do all kinds of things he didn't want to do. That's created so much havoc, chaos, and anxiety on his current life now. Like, we were not about to put our only child through that, right? And we didn't. We didn't. There were some close calls, and he definitely was exposed to Scientology. Love you, Mary Barons. He was exposed to Scientology 100%. Like, he went with us to fundraisers and events and things like that. But we both agreed strongly. Hey, Jenny, we both agreed, Michael and I did, that like, no way. We will not allow him to be a Scientology kid like the other kids. There were tons of kids that were Huxley's age that were already on the student hat, which is a very, very meaty, very difficult, very heavy course. Dan O'Connor's children had already done a couple of purists and were on the student hat by the time Huxley was 7. Yeah, they really, really, really groom and get those kids out of the gate, right? Like, into Scientology. Thank you, Leticia. My take, I like your show, but when I hear repeatedly you did a bad thing, then I hear repeatedly you did a bad thing. That's why I'm angry you are not what I thought. I can't tell if that's a compliment or if you're mad at me, but thank you. I don't know, Jenny, and it doesn't matter. I don't think it will ever fully go away. But guys, thanks for listening tonight. This was good. It was therapeutic. It wasn't our best. This wasn't our best show, but I kind of stopped worrying about that. I used to be done with a show sometimes and I'd be like, could have done without that. That sucked. Like, it wasn't very good content. I always talk to my mods after every show and they're like, great job, Reese. And I'm like, you don't have to say that. That one sucked, right? Love you, Rain. But I don't feel that way anymore because somebody always gets something out of something, right? Like, every single show I do, somebody's like, I really appreciate that because it made me put things into perspective here. So I stopped saying that to myself. It might have sucked for the majority of us because I feel like it wasn't a great show tonight. Like, we didn't have the best content, but at the same time, parts of it sucked. But then I feel like, time mark. I also feel like parts of it were really good for me anyway. Like, I got something out of certain parts. Some parts felt like dead air. Yeah, it's good to talk through things, Kim is Blue. Yes, Christy Lynn Wilson, 100%. See, Proven G, my girlfriend over in the UK. Thanks for educating me. I learned a lot. Grateful. See, so somebody got something. It's okay. You never know who is connecting with something you've said. Thank you, Anna Banana. Thank you, Joel Sachs. And Muffet Lou, I love you, girl. Jenny, I appreciate that. I love how authentic you are. You don't hide anything. So refreshing. Thank you, Jenny. Guys, thank you tonight for your super chats. Thanks for being here. Hit subscribe on your way out if you want to. And thanks for becoming members. It's never expected. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So thank you. I should be back tomorrow. If I'm not, don't panic. I'll be back Sunday, but I probably will be with you guys tomorrow at some point. Maybe a later stream though. it might be one more like this. I promise. Free topic Friday. And then don't forget, we're going to do mean comment Monday because I love it. I have to. It's hilarious. All right. Go to bed, Mona. Good Lord. Good night, Inner Sparkle Monkey. I love you guys. And here comes Fred. Have a good night, everybody.